What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yo,
Hey, fellas.
Yo.
are you wearing sunglasses inside, Cam?
I don't know, man. Turbo's not here today, so someone had to do Turbo's job.
All right.
I'm ready to start. However, welcome back to another episode of Blitz and Bricks, everybody. Today is episode 17. That means we have been doing this for 17 weeks now. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So we got some things to talk about today. A little bit of debate, a little bit of trivia. Obviously, Turbo is not with us, so I'm the one that'll be stoned today. And we're going to get into it. We got a few things to talk about, some injuries and contracts that have gone out around the NFL. And, no one really cares about the news. Let's get into the fun stuff. You want to start it off with debate, Hunter?
Yeah, we'll go in and start off with debate. And because football season is about to start, all these questions are going to be football related. And not only that, they're all going to be fantasy football related.
We have 2 days, baby.
So,
2 more days. Let's go.
2 more days. All right.
And we
we're
get to
also
watch
going
Carson Beck play football.
Carson Beck and
Oh, yeah,
former
yeah,
first
Carson
round
Beck.
pick Kenny Pickett for the Panthers. It's also only been like 4 years since he entered the league. Right?
Hey, the stoppable force meets the movable object is what they're calling this game.
Don't talk about a Super Bowl champ like that, bro.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
You're right.
I apologize, Kenny.
I'm fucking up.
So Ashton, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the first question. Who do you believe will underperform the most in fantasy football this season?
I mean, it's kind of hard. You got kind of have to do that by round based on like where the players are valued at. So I think that's how I'm going to attack this question. First round, most likely going to be Christian McCaffrey. I just have a personal vendetta against him in fantasy, honestly, just because he is consistently hurt and they're not light injuries in the slightest. Mostly season-ending injuries. I typically try to stay away from him, and he had a fantastic season last season, which can only mean that he will suffer a brutal injury this season. Um, in round
I think
two,
McCaffrey does well or not. It all depends on if he's on my team, because the moment I have him, he's horrible.
right?
Well, you have heard the theory that the electrical substation is actually it's Christian McCaffrey's secret lair, and he's using all the energy of his teammates to stay healthy.
He's harnessing.
So he's just the Electro of the 49ers.
Yeah, dude, he's harnessing their health.
He's a supervillain.
He took Ricky P's knee.
Round two. I would probably just stay away from Drake London just because of the quarterback situation. I think Drake London is very talented, but I just don't think Tua is very talented.
I just saw something that makes that so much worse, dude. Every QB is injured currently. And,
Yeah.
it's just getting worse by the day.
Damn, who would have guessed that?
Tua's back problems and Michael Penix's knee problems. We might see Matt Ryan in a Falcons jersey again.
Oh wow!
Put Phillip Rivers in a Falcons jersey. Why not?
Yeah, dude.
He doesn't need the re-up yet. Round three, I am staying away from Omarion Hampton. I don't understand the hype surrounding him. It's probably just because of the new OC there, but he played 9 games last season on 2 separate injuries. Not really something you want to see out of a top 3 pick, and probably an RB2 for most people. And then you kind of get into the later rounds, and it starts to get into a gamble. So that would probably be for my first 3 rounds who I would probably stay away from, or who I expect to underperform.
Yeah, I mean, immediately when I asked the question, I was thinking of Drake London just because of Tua and
right.
Penix being the quarterbacks. I think. And also you got to think too, the Falcons have a lot of weapons on offense as well.
I mean,
right? They've notoriously been bad at utilizing them.
I gotta say, Drake London, I get the quarterback argument, but he was wide receiver 4 on a points per game basis last year when he did play.
That is true.
I legitimately think he got a quarterback upgrade, as bad as that sounds. I think Tua actually legit clears Michael Penix. At least from an accuracy standpoint. He's not gonna get the deep targets down the field, but that's not really he's more like a jump receiver down the field anyways. He kind of works more that intermediate route. I don't think he's a great pick in round 2, but Like round 2, I'm looking at there. I don't know why there's 2 Arizona Cardinals players that go in round 2. Like that offense is going to be. It's projected the worst offense in the league as
People
far
are
as like
taking
Vegas.
Jeremiah Love as high as round 2 as a rookie.
Yeah, I mean on
Yes.
Who
some
else? Was
sides,
it
I've
Trey
seen
McBride?
I've
Is
been in
Trey
mock
McBride
drafts where
going?
I've been in mock drafts where they take him in round 1. It's
That's
pretty
crazy.
absurd.
Are they
I
taking
would
Trey
not take him in
McBride?
round 1.
Are they taking Trey McBride as high as the second round as well?
Yeah.
yeah, he's
That's what it
I
says.
mean,
He's ranked 16 on Field
What?
Yates top 160.
What? No defined QB play yet. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I'd rather
kinda-
just
Stay
I'd
away
rather
from
just
Jonathan Taylor this year though.
grab
He's coming
Brock
off 400
Bowers.
touches.
Yeah, absolutely going after Brock Bowers. I don't know. I mean, I don't care who's the QB in Atlanta. As long as there's a left-handed QB, I'm happy. But Kyle Pitts, dude, he's right in front of us. 101, bro. It's right before our eyes. All right. Well, you know what? You keep laughing and
I think
buzzing
I'd
me.
rather take
Alright.
Kyle Pitts in round 1.
You would rather take Kyle Pitts in round 1?
No, I'd rather die, I
Oh,
think.
well, okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna die alone on this hill.
I'd rather get sacked by Aaron Donald with no pad.
With no clothes.
Nah, man, I'm not that dedicated to the cause. Give me Kyle Pitts at the 101.
Thank you, Hunter. Someone had to agree with me.
All right.
Thank
all
you.
right. Okay. So I think that we all. I mean, Ashton, I think those are really good picks.
Ooh, we got a chat from
on
Lacey.
your part.
Lacey says that the Cubs beat the Dodgers in whack-ass scooball today. All right. I didn't even see that.
Hang the banner, bro. Hang the banner.
We might have a topic about Scooball later
We
today.
definitely, yeah, I think we do have a little bit to talk on the Dodgers acquisition of Scooball later, so we'll get into that. Ashton, are you still going on the? Are you going through all?
No,
the
I
leagues?
was just gonna do first 3 rounds. I mean, after round 4, it gets a
Yeah,
little
after
bit
round
more
4, I
muddy.
mean, it. So I think that we can go on and get to the next topic.
If you want
which
if
is
you want
actually
someone
going
from
to
round
be-
4, it's Kyron Williams. Stay away from him. I learned my lesson last year.
Didn't he just come off
Fair
of his
enough.
third 1100-yard season? I mean, yeah, he wasn't
It
getting
doesn't
any red
matter,
zone
bro.
touches because Blake Corum, but
Yeah, Blake Corum just screwed all of his value.
He's no league winner, but he won't lose your league. There's no upside there, you know.
Yeah, you'll
I
just
see
get
what he's
third to
going for.
last.
Sounds good. All right, so I think that we can go in and get into the next debate topic, and this is actually going to be a versus debate.
all right.
We're going to have Jake debating Cam
Mm.
over fantasy football, and the specific players are going to be who do you think will be the better fantasy option between Puka and Bijan? Cam's on team Puka, Jake's on
Yeah.
team Bijan.
Dude,
So, is there anybody who wants to go first?
give me my little puka shell necklace, bro. I will do anything you tell me.
All right,
to.
Cam. Seems like you're eager to talk about it. We'll have you go first.
If Puka Nakua told me to go fuck myself, I would go find a way to try it out. I would. I really would. I love that man with everything inside of my heart. I've always loved that man. I had him in every single mock draft that I made. I would trade in to the 6th round if I had something else that I wanted to pick there. I would trade in for another pick just so I could get Puka, just because I fucking wanted him every single time. It made me so happy. But I can't say that I'm not drafting him if I have any opportunity to this year. When I said mock draft, I meant NFL mock drafts. I do a lot of mocks around the NFL draft. I haven't done any fantasy mocks yet. I'm sure his value skyrocketed after this last season, finishing as the clear first wide receiver in fantasy. I think did Jason get close at the end of the season? I think one of the other receivers kind of got close to
Yeah, him and JSN were like neck and neck until
Yeah.
that Thursday night game.
I mean,
I know as a Puka
Dude.
Puka owner myself.
yeah, dude, I've drafted him each year. It's paid off. Last year really, really paid off for me, and I'm gonna go down again. I mean, you still got Stafford there coming off an MVP and a contract extension at his big age. That gives him potentially 2 more seasons with Puka. So I think Puka's sitting comfortable, barring any injury to either of them. That season's happening again. You keep force feeding that guy. It's the same situation that CD had with Dak after the loss to the 49ers 2-3 years ago. CD went up to Dak and he said, "Hey man, just force targets to me. I'll find a way to catch it." After that, CD started averaging 10 plus targets a game, and his fantasy value skyrocketed. This last season, Puka was getting so many 10-plus target games. If you keep that up, Puka Nacua is going to have 10 targets, 9 catches. That's a stat line for him that is safe to say, and probably maybe 140 yards on 9 catches. He's going to do it. He's going to get you your scores every other couple of games with Devontae Adams in the picture because he's just a fucking red zone hawk. But at the end of the day, I'm Puka all the way. I'm sorry. Bijan's cool and all, but you could say what you want to say, but it's not going to change my mind, Jake. I'm sorry.
All right.
Well, the really easy answer is Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Number one in scrimmage yards in the NFL last year with 2,300.
I don't care.
Bijan Robinson also caught 80 passes last year, and now he gets a QB that over the last 3 years has targeted the running back position. At
I mean,
I don't care, bro.
That number realistically could go up this year. Like
Puka Nacua catches footballs with his bare hands, bro. He doesn't need gloves, bro. I don't care. I don't care about anything.
Bijan Robinson's hair catches for the ball, bro. I'm not trying to hear it.
He calls for the ball.
But nah, Bijan Robinson's the very easy pick. I mean, he's the only one. I feel like he's really – I mean, him and Jahmyr Gibbs are, for a reason, are the easy consensus 101, 102 this year. And there's no diss to Puka. Puka's my wide receiver 1, but especially in fantasy, if you can grab a top running back, that drop-off from a top running back to a top wide receiver is a lot harder to find. Bijan Robinson, I think his floor realistically is 20 points a game. Which I mean is crazy to say, and that's without crazy touchdown upside. Like last year, he averaged that with only 10 touchdowns. If he gets luckier, like I said, I think Tua's an upgraded QB, which is crazy to say. But that O-line's getting healthier. They added some guards back through injury this year. Their offense is going to be healthier too. They even missed Drake London, for like 4 or 5 games on the stretch last year. That's going to lead to lighter boxes. Bijan had 2,300 scrimmage yards last year. That's probably not going to get repeated. But what will get repeated is the receiving upside, and he may score more touchdowns just due to a better situation around him. I think Bijan, if you were to tell me he's the 101 over Gibbs, I can't really argue and say you're wrong. I wouldn't agree with it, but I can't argue and say you're wrong. You tell me he's the 103 or anything later, I'm out. I can't hear it.
Well, I mean, you'd kind of have to be. If you're arguing that Gibbs is going to go over him, you'd have to be the 103 because obviously Kyle Pitts is the clear 101 in every single league.
Well, Cam, let's say hypothetically you have the 102 in your league and you have the opportunity to pick Bijan or Puka. Like, where are you going with that?
Well, if I'm the 102, clearly I didn't have the 101, so Kyle Pitts, obviously. That's the safest answer, but I would probably...
Deflecting.
I think the real answer, sure, everyone wants you to say Bijan. I'm going to have to stand on my hill and go Puka because I chose the Puka side here.
Puka Nacua also
this debate would have been so much better if it was Kyle Pitts versus Bijan. Then he would have been able to really go in depth.
There are real durability concerns with Puka Nacua. He's missed at least 2 games of the last 2 seasons, but his play style... Like, he gets concussed, bro. He really does. Like, I'm not trying to wish it on him, but, like...
He plays through it. He played through it. He fucking split his
head. He does. Like, I say that. Like, I had him on my team last year, and, like, dude, he fucking balled out. Like, I'm not going to lie, but...
He's a freak.
He didn't outscore Bijan Robinson. My team would have been better with Bijan Robinson, I will say that. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Bijan Robinson not only is the 101... Or not 101 this year. He's a certified top 2 pick this year. He was last year. And it's going to be that way until the wheels fall off.
You said you had Puka last year. Did you win your league?
I did, yeah.
Okay. All right, that's said and done. All said and done. Who had Bijan?
Yeah.
Did they win the league? No, I guess not because
I
league with
beat
Puka.
the guy that had Bijan.
It's a team sport. It's a team sport.
Yeah, it's a team sport.
The team with Puka won, so I guess case closed.
Yeah, that was a
wait. You had Puka last season. Did you win? Did you win your league?
Actually, I will say my guy Kyle Pitts did fail me in the championship game. If anybody remembered that, it was a shit.
Fair
show.
enough.
It was a shit show. 3 points. It was very embarrassing.
Not gonna lie,
and it was my last. It was my last player that I had available, and it was a winnable game. But Kyle Pitts went out and got me 3 points. So, I did make it to the championship and had a good game out of Puka in the championship. I did not win. But I did put that on my Monday night when I had I think I had a 20-point lead. I did. That's right. I had a 20-point lead going into the Monday night game, and I had 2 players left. Fuck. That's right.
It's all right.
All right, Cam. Yeah, you give.
I did lose.
I can tell you're really passionate about Puka and what the value you think he brings, but I think I'm going to have to give this debate to Jake, primarily because
How did
Bijan
I
does
not
have the
close
better
the
all
case?
scrimmage.
How did I not close the case? He won his league with fucking Puka.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
I
was
mean,
last
it's also
year.
a
This is
team
this year.
sport.
Wow.
It's a team
This is this
sport.
year.
Wow.
That was last
And you
year.
got to think going into this season, Bijan, I mean, he had the most all scrimmage yards. He's going
Think
to
about
have
how
like the
good
higher upside
Devin
as far as
Achane
that
was.
goes.
I'll say it's fair. I'll say
Bijan's
Like,
that's fair.
BB4
That's fair to choose
is-
Bijan. That is fair to choose Bijan. Statistically, yes, those are great metrics for points.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it's also like I will
But I
say,
mean, we're
though,
also
it's not-
comparing
it's
two
not an
different
easy
positions.
debate
We're
to
comparing a
win.
position. We're comparing a player that's going to get the opportunity to run or catch the ball multiple times to a player that's really only getting the opportunity to catch the ball.
What about Puka's off the field?
That's why you
concerns?
take Bijan.
That makes me like him even more. Continuing.
That's why you take Bijan, because you know he's going to run and catch the ball.
I think the better debate might have been. I think
that's
the more.
argument, that's the argument within itself.
I think a harder debate might have been the who deserves the 101 between Gibbs and Bijan there, because those
yeah,
are just,
I
I don't have an answer on.
That would have been a much better debate.
We'll put a pin
Thinking
in that
about
one.
it, that
I
definitely
genuinely
should have
don't.
been it.
No, we'll put a pin in that one. I don't have a fucking answer for that right now, dude. I gotta take a minute and think about that one. We'll have to come back to it next week or something.
You know, I'll defend either guy.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think there's a great argument on either side of there. Like, I mean, there's a good argument on fucking this one too. You know, Jake won his league with Puka and fucking Bijan's Bijan. So I mean, you know, there you go.
I did have Jahmyr Gibbs on
But-
my team though too, so it's like, you know, I just
Imagine
had to
having a world with Bijan and Gibbs and Puka and Kyle Pitts. Oh fuck, dude, that's a team right
Dude.
there. That's a fucking team in itself.
So
You can't
like
have
that's that Family Guy clip where the guy like the wooden arm is like he gets in there at the end. We're not trying to hear that.
All right. I think that we can go on and move on to the next debate topic. I think we've exhausted this one. But yeah, I feel like we've kind of agreed that Bijan is the winner in this one, even though you give a convincing argument, Cam. But this next
Hard
one,
argument.
this one's going to be different for everybody, I feel. Or maybe not, who knows? This is going to be a question for the entire group. Anybody can answer it if they please. Which rookie is your favorite fantasy sleeper going into next season?
That's actually a really good question.
Actually, I have one off the top of my head.
Go
with
ahead.
the Ravens rookie wide receiver, not Jacoby Lane, who was taken in the 3rd round, but Elijah Surratt was taken in the 4th round. Led the FBS in touchdowns last year with Fernando Mendoza throwing to him. Out-targeted Omar Cooper Jr. Declan Doyle comes over to be the Ravens OC. Was working on under Ben Johnson last year. If anyone in the class is going to be, you know, the next Amon-Ra St. Brown, it's this guy right here. He's going to operate as a big slot for Lamar Jackson. It's gonna be a mismatch across the middle of the field against, you know, linebackers, smaller corners. Now, I'm just throwing a shot here, obviously. Like, this is a guy you could probably take, like, you could probably pick him up off the waiver wire realistically, but, you know, if you wanted to draft him, he could be your last pick or second to last pick. And I think he's attached to a great quarterback and a great offense. And
Milton, thank you for the Galaxy.
there's
Milton,
opportunity.
thank you for the Galaxy. Let's
go.
Hey, thanks, man. But yeah, there's great opportunity for targets outside of Zay Flowers. The Ravens really don't have any weapon that stands out as above the pack. So I think Surratt could win that job early in the slot, and he could run away with it and become a potential league winner as a rookie. That's my take.
Yeah, Milton, thank you for the rose.
Good take, good take.
Milton, thank you for the sunset. Is that what that is? I can't.
Anthony asks, where is Turbo? Turbo he wasn't able to make it today.
Yeah, Turbo's busy eating a patty melt right now. He'll be back next week.
Thank you for the summer sunset.
Dude, fucking. So we're
Milton's going crazy in the chat. W Milton.
Damn, Milton.
Let's go, Milton.
Milton gets a
Let's
new
go,
job
Milton.
and he wants to fucking bless us. Shout out Milton. Shout out Cali Milton. Dude, fantasy sleepers, so we're not talking about any of the early pick guys. Man,
I mean, yeah, that's what a sleeper is.
obviously, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm thinking of redraft leagues because I haven't been playing Dynasty, so I'm thinking of redraft league. Any fucking rookie could be a sleeper there, really, because you're not gonna jump on a rookie.
Milton with the Dolphins, man. He's going crazy in the chat.
God, Milton with 9 Dolphins, bro. He loves us.
Dude, that's it, bro. I'm
Ashton,
moving
do
to
you have Ashton?
Yeah,
do you have anybody?
Yeah. Give me Mike Washington Jr.
Never mind. Milton got hacked.
Oh.
All right.
Y'all did say you love us, but you know, Fuck you, bro.
Milton got hacked and they
Mike
wanted to
Washington
bless
Jr.
us.
Milton got hacked. Man, I mean, I thought what we had was special.
Wow.
I'm taking Mike Washington Jr. as my sleeper. I saw in training camp he was getting 50% of first team reps, which is pretty insane given that they also have Ashton Jeanty. And then I saw a clip which he kind of stole from Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was just like, I know every running back that was drafted ahead of me. So he's got like that
He's got
kind
a
of
little
like
diary with
mentality
all their
work.
names in
I don't
it.
know. I don't know if he just like that's just gonna be like a new thing that people say now, like whenever they want to
I wrote down the
come
name
in
of
with a chip
every
on their
single
but it's
position
like
player that was drafted ahead of me.
that's stuff that you kind of like to see, and then alongside the fact that he's getting first team reps, like 50% share. I know it's training camp, but I think he could be a good pick if you want to, handcuff him and Gene T together in late rounds as sort of insurance.
My answer's gonna be kind of weird. He is a second rounder, but there's a point to it. I'm gonna go with Denzel Boston. He's my sleeper because he was the second receiver drafted to the Browns. They took Conception above him, and then waited until the next round on Boston. And originally, I wasn't very high on Boston at all. But after all these camp highlights I'm seeing out of him, dude, he's
He looks pretty good, man.
He's physical, man.
But I'm
He's
also a
getting
hater.
in
so,
there.
yeah.
I was a hater, but I think I've started. I'm like always the most stubborn hater too, but I'm starting to come around, dude. I'm seeing things that I like. I mean, it's going to depend on the QB play at the end of the day, and I don't think it's going to be Shador that wins the job. I'm starting to see a lot of reports that Shador's having one highlight reel play of the day, and then he'll just look like shit for the rest of it. So really, just depending on the QB play, I think we might see a big rookie breakout out of Denzel Boston. He's going to potentially win that number one role because that is up for grabs in Cleveland. They've got.
I will say though,
Nah, they have Jerry Judy.
That is why that is up for grabs.
Harold Fannin is actually the number one
Yeah.
target earner there.
I would say for the meantime he will be. He's a very reliable tight end. After this last season, and I mean they're probably going to be moving on from Njoku soon. They've been trying to trade him.
off the team.
He got traded.
Nice. They've been trying to trade him
Or
years.
someone else signed him. I don't know if he got traded or
He's
signed.
with the Chargers.
Yeah, he's with the Chargers.
Wow.
Damn, they got the tight end trifecta over there, bro.
Immediately to my mind, like one receiver that I'm thinking, because I think I might answer this kind of like with a dynasty perspective. I think I might go Zachariah Branch from the Falcons, because from all reports I've seen, he's been playing really well in camp. Coaches seem to love him, players seem to love him. He's been doing his job really well, and obviously they have better weapons in fantasy. They have Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan, 100%. Those guys are going to be the top guys to target in fantasy. Granted, and yeah, like we mentioned, they have Penix and they have two as their quarterbacks. But I do think I do think that Branch has a really good shot to be the wide receiver 2 for the Falcons entering the season, because he has the best upside out of any potential wide receiver 2 for the Falcons. They might just give him the shot because he's young, he's a rookie. I mean, like Jahan Dotson is probably like the most realistic person other than him that would get the wide receiver 2. I'd say give Branch the wide receiver 2 option, and he could be like a reliable. Yeah, I know exactly. Like I say, give Branch the wide receiver 2, and I think that he could be a reliable fantasy asset. Like I think in Dynasty he would definitely have more value, but like in a single year, I think that he could be a reliable option.
Yeah, they need a Darnell Mooney replacement.
Yeah, 100%.
That was my question. Was where
he's on the Giants now.
He's on the Giants now. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow, there's just
the Giants need a Darnell Mooney replacement.
Oh man.
All right. Now, do you guys want a really this will probably be the hardest question I've asked all day.
All right. Shoot.
All right, this one is going to be a start bench cut. This isn't fantasy related, but this is like actually going to be a really hard one.
I love these.
2007 Tom Brady, 2013 Peyton Manning,
okay,
2018 Patrick Mahomes.
That's the cut. I'm gonna go cut Mahomes.
Mahomes is a cut. Do you want me to go ahead and read
Brady,
do you want me to read?
Mahomes.
Yeah, I think you got
Start
it.
Manning,
right
bench
there,
Brady, come
Ashton.
Mahomes.
I think you got it right there,
Right.
Ashton.
Okay,
That's
wait,
just
are we going
I
based
think that
on
might
like
be.
their skill sets, or are we going based on like the
it's just
statistics?
it's just this season, so I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
If you're
just
going
that
off
season.
statistics,
So
that's
I wrote
pretty
down their
Okay.
stats. If you want me to go, if you want me to read everybody's stats for these seasons.
No,
So
like I know, like
2007
that was
Tom.
the year Manning set like all the records and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
best
that was the
quarterback
year
season
Manning
of all
set all the
time.
records.
literally the
Best quarterback
best.
season of all time. I was just going to read it so that we could probably compare Brady to Mahomes. Because I mean, I think objectively we're all going to start Manning in this.
Yeah, I don't.
But
Dude,
yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
2007.
like I need to see like I know that year was like he put up all the stats, but like was he really airing it out like that, or was the receivers getting a lot of it done after the catch? That's kind of what I'm more because
You
like
got to think he was doing all of this with Adam Gase as his offensive coordinator.
yeah, I'll get off the haterade, bro. I'll start him. That's fair.
All right, fair
I
enough.
mean,
But yeah, I
bro,
guess we
like I'm looking
compare.
at '07 Brady right now. 50 touchdowns, 4,800 yards, and 8 interceptions. Like he's getting the bench over
He's getting the
Mahomes
I
bet.
want
Yeah,
to
sure.
dude.
start Brady. Like
I'm
Yeah,
not putting my.
Mahomes stats were 5,097 yards, 50 touchdowns, 12. So he had four more picks than Brady. His QBR was lower by 4, but he also had 272 rushing yards. But at the end of the day, like I'm assuming that we're still going to pick Brady in this situation.
Brady went damn near undefeated, bro. Like I
Yeah,
really. And that's
one game
all,
away.
That is all the fucking way. Damn near undefeated.
that's why I
It's
kind of want to
just-
start Brady. Is that ridiculous?
This is where I
Yeah,
was.
but I feel like that's more of a team aspect, the record, rather than like the individual player.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
and that was a really, really great team. But I
But like,
mean,
are we also viewing it as like, oh, if Brady was in this situation, like, what if he put up, 56 touchdowns?
well, are we all on? Are we all on the same page that we're cutting Mahomes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I would
Mahomes
say
is-
so.
I think
Yeah.
Mahomes you can't.
It's
compete
just
with
very
this
hard to cut
season.
Tom Brady of all people.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like 2018 Mahomes is tossing it up to 2018 Tyreek Hill. Like
Exactly.
that's a large
I
contributor
think
to
I
it.
said
I mean,
that earlier
that's
with
a-
being
line.
Well,
underdog.
2007 Brady
Yeah.
is throwing it up to 2007 Randy Moss.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is true. But I just think about like Tyreek Hill running behind the defense and no one can stop him. Like that's what was
That's not
going
what
on.
Randy Moss
That's all
did?
it fucking was. Before
Yeah,
everyone
Randy
thought
Moss
we-
scored the most receiving touchdowns that year out of any receiver.
This might be more of a debate then than I
Yeah,
originally
this
thought.
could be more of a debate. This might be something that we actually come back to
the real
later.
person we needed pointing our attention to, bro. Like Peyton Manning had Wes Welker, Demarius Thomas, Emmanuel Sand. I don't know if Emmanuel Sanders was there yet, but he had what was his name? The white receiver, the other one. Eric Decker, bro. That was his name.
Oh my gosh, Eric Decker, what a pool.
Wow.
Bro, and he
Forgot
had
about
like
that
the
guy.
best O line in the league, and he had Julius Thomas at tight end. Like that's like you could throw it to you could throw it to
To
anybody.
whoever, yeah.
Yeah, like
Man.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of just based on the statistics. Like it is really hard to cut him, but I'll start him. But I will say I don't think he's the best QB here.
And no
Alright.
Sean Marino.
Okay,
They
so
did
it
have
seems
Eric
like we're all
Decker,
kind of
Demarius Thomas,
set forward
Julius
on
Sanders, Wes Welker,
Manning,
People.
Brady, and then cutting Mahomes. All right.
Yeah.
I guess this wasn't really as tough of a question as I thought it would be. But I mean, at the end of the day, like these are still three of the best quarterback seasons we've seen.
I think it's really tough between Brady and Manning, in my opinion. The Mahomes is just you can't put him in that category yet with those two, even
Hey,
with the run he's been
2022
on.
Mahomes is the best version of Mahomes.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay, so that ends all the debates that I had. Do we want to go ahead and get into some trivia?
Let's do it.
All right, bet sounds good. We're going to do things a little bit different. So instead of having assigned questions, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to read the question, and if any of you guys want to like speak up and try and answer it, feel free to do so. But the first question is going to be: 3 coaches have won both a Super Bowl and a national championship. Can you name them? Does anybody want to take a shot at this?
I think I know 2 for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jake's gonna go ahead and hog the fucking answer real quick.
No, actually, yeah. Wait, no. I'll get the hard one out of the way. Barry Switzer, right? That's one of them.
Yeah, Barry Switzer is the hardest one in this.
That
I mean, Pete Carroll, obviously, and Jimmy Johnson.
wow.
Jake is going to dominate. Jake is going to dominate in
We're
this.
so fucked, bro. We're so fucked.
Yeah.
I was going.
I mean, I just
Barry and
Alright.
Jimmy were the ones I was thinking of, bro, and it's just over. Damn
Yeah,
it, bro.
Jimmy, he won national championship with Miami. He won 2 with the Super Bowls with the Cowboys. Barry, he was a 3-time national championship with OU, or national champion with OU. He won the Super Bowl with the Cowboys, which, to be
fuck
fair,
that
he
Super
did
Bowl.
have Jimmy Johnson's players.
Yeah,
But at the
Jimmy
end of the day,
Johnson's
like, he
entire
still
team.
won a Super Bowl. And then, Pete Carroll, 2-time national champion with USC. And then he won the Super Bowl with the Seahawks. And he could have won 2, but he didn't run the ball.
Okay, reading this though, I'm surprised the Cowboys haven't tried to go more into getting college coaches over the years based on the success they've had.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Barry Switzer one is just.
Well, I
a
mean,
fluke,
it's.
bro.
I
Barry
feel like
Switzer's
these
fluke.
are coaches like Jimmy Johnson and Barry Switzer
Jimmy-
are outliers because you really never see college coaches translate that well, unless
Yeah,
it's like
dude,
somebody
Jimmy
like
was-
Harbaugh.
Jimmy was generational, and I really just give Barry the fucking team that Jimmy had. Like that.
Yeah.
Growing up with my fucking dad, dude, you can't be a fan of the Barry Switzer fucking Super Bowl. I mean, yes, it's a Super Bowl, but dude, when we watched that Cowboys documentary when that shit dropped, what was that, at the beginning of the year? Dude, my dad was hating so hard. He's like, I don't even want to watch the rest of it. They're just going to talk about that Super Bowl that Barry won. He's just so mad. He's like, man, we're having a good time, dude.
All right, let's go and get to the next question.
Oh,
This one has an asterisk, and I'll explain after I say it. Who holds the record for most yards after catch in a career? The reason there's an asterisk is because technically the NFL didn't start tracking yards after catch officially until 2016. So this is really over the past decade.
Ugh.
ooh.
Oh, dude.
Over the past
Man.
decade.
Oh, dude, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I would. Fuck,
Not
I'm gonna,
not Jamar Chase, not
I'm gonna
Jamar
look at
Chase.
an active
Oh wait,
receivers.
it might be a running back though, because you got to think running backs catch the ball like at the line of scrimmage,
Jake,
and then
I will say this: not a running back.
So we're only
Nah,
looking.
I
at
thought
the-
it would have been a running back.
They started in
Only looking at-
2016.
We're only looking at the
Yeah.
last decade.
Yeah, because
Devontae
everything.
Adams?
Yeah, not Devontae Adams.
Tyreek
Because
Hill?
the NFL, everything
That would
that
no,
was
because
for
there was a
yards
lot of
after
air
catch
yards with Tyreek.
was
Hill.
unofficial.
you're right.
So the NFL didn't start officially tracking it until 2016, which I was like wondering why all the players were so recent, and then I looked into it, and I'm like, okay.
okay, this
So-
might be.
This is making
This-
me think way harder than I have to. It's only
I mean,
10
I don't. This probably isn't true because he's missed so many games to injury. But Debo Samuel, is that ridiculous?
No, it's not Debo.
No.
What conference are we in?
You said what conference are we in?
Yeah.
AFC.
Are they still active?
Yes.
Oh, Travis Kelsey.
Okay.
Travis Kelsey. Ashton got it. Well, technically, Taylor's husband is the one who got it. Yeah, Mr. Swift has 5,050 yards after catch. Since the NFL started tracking yards after catch in 2016, it accounts for 44.83% of the men on the Chiefs' receiving yards. So I did want to say, because like obviously asterisk because it's been 2016. If they have been tracking this for entire his
question.
100%.
That's the only
But yeah.
name that could come to mind the entire fucking
Yeah.
time.
Jerry
bro.
Rice. You're just thinking about Jerry
Jerry
Rice.
Rice.
Yes,
the whole time.
dude. And he
Yeah,
said
I had to
2016,
mark it
my
down
mind
because-
went blank, bro.
Yeah, because obviously, like Jerry Rice has 22,895 receiving yards.
fucking
He
insane.
definitely has to hold this record. They
He's
just
a
never
league of his
officially
own,
tracked
man.
it.
It's got to be.
Yeah,
easily
like
double.
unless like
It has
somebody
to be
out there
double.
like goes through and watches every single reception. Like I don't I
Tracks
don't know
it.
like what the official and tracks it. I don't know what the official number is going to be. But yeah, for
I'm
content
sure.
like
You got a job
Sorry,
for
what?
next. You got a job for next Tuesday.
oh fuck no, I'm not doing that, man. I got a life to live.
There's not enough time, bro. The amount of hours.
There's not
of
enough
film.
hours in the
Anyway.
day.
Yeah, there's the amount of hours
Yeah,
of film. you
Taylor's
have to
husband
watch.
holds this record.
He's just gonna have
but-
it. You're gonna keep this to Mr.
Alright.
Swift.
So yeah, this
Fuck,
one
that's a great
has
question.
this one has an asterisk. The next one doesn't. Who has the most yards after catch in the last 5 seasons?
Okay.
Jamar Chase,
Yeah, probably.
Not Jamar. Jamar is second though.
Justin Jefferson.
Not Justin.
Justin
CD
missed too much
Lamb.
time and had
Not CD Lamb.
last year.
Damn, is it
Amon-Ra
just
St.
Kelly
Brown.
Brown?
I'm kind of gonna hate this, but
Amon-Ra?
yeah, AJ Brown.
Not AJ Brown. I will say this is somebody whose name has come up.
Puka Nakua.
His name
Not
has
Puka.
come up.
Tyreek.
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Not Tyreek.
He didn't play
Yeah,
like
dude,
all
we
of last
suck.
season.
Devontae
terrible.
Adams. I'm trying to go through
Not
every name
Devontae.
that we pulled out already.
Debo
Debo
Samuel. Yeah,
Oh wait, hold on. Who said that?
Debo Samuel.
I said it first, but Jake also said
Ashton
it.
got it.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Yeah. Debo Samuel has 3,073 yards after catch.
This is why you were looking up Debo earlier for that. Okay,
Yeah.
all
This
makes
is
sense
why I
now.
was looking up Debo.
16 yards ahead of Jamar Chase.
Oh wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's getting
Yeah.
chopped down this season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
yards after catch account for 71% of his receiving yards over the past 5 seasons.
Damn.
So,
What is this
I mean,
dude's
yeah.
route tree?
All right, well, yeah. I mean, I heard you mention Debo earlier, Jake, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, he's going to probably have an idea for this one, but Ashton's the one who got it. So Ashton's in the lead with 2. This next one is going to be multiple choice, but let me go ahead and get through the whole question before anybody answers.
See.
Which of the following was an actual draft pick that NBA teams tried to make during the 1977 NBA draft? Caitlyn Jenner, at the time Bruce Jenner, a pregnant woman, Scooby-Doo, a wooden chair, or all of the above?
Dude, the answers here are too stupid for this not to be all of the above, bro. Like, this is, I think it has to be.
Yeah.
It can't possibly.
Everything. This
All
is,
the
I think that he's trying to throw you off, and it's just A here.
no, dude, this has to be everything, bro. This is the dumbest list of things that I've ever fucking seen. Oh,
Cam's
wow.
right. It's all of the above.
Bro, there's no way. Where did you find this question?
I don't know. I found out about it. Like, I was like, wait, what do you mean Scooby-Doo got drafted? And I went down a rabbit hole. But yeah, so the reason that this happened is because this was basically a protest by NBA teams, because back then the NBA draft was 8 rounds. And after round 4, they didn't give a fuck anymore. So the Jazz drafted Lucia Harris. To this day, she's still the only woman to be. Cam is dying over there.
I'm sorry, bro.
Because he remembers.
Imagine waiting to hear your name called in the draft, and someone fucking picks a chair over you, bro. You worked your whole life to get to this point, and a fucking wooden chair.
It was owned by Jerry
Yeah.
West's mother, though. Like,
That is true.
It's
That
the
is true.
logo.
Yeah. Lucia Harris. This could have been a trivia question for another question, but I mean, we're already doing it here. It could be for Turbo since he's not here. But yeah, so the Jazz drafted Lucia Harris with the 137th pick. To this day, she's the only woman to ever be drafted, but she had no interest and was literally pregnant at the time she was picked. So even if she wanted to report to training camp, she couldn't. The Kings drafted Jenner because at the time they just went, screw it, let's just go with the best athlete available. And he'd recently won a gold medal. So they were like, screw it, let's pick him. And then, yeah, so the Scooby-Doo pick and the wooden chair did get denied. The league wouldn't let them do it, but they definitely submitted it and tried to draft him. They tried to draft Scooby-Doo, and the NBA told them no. And then they just presumably looked around the room, saw the chair, and went, fuck it, can we draft that? And the NBA was like, no.
Dude, like,
But
fucking.
how
like,
is
I'm wondering-
how is Lucia
like-
Harris the only woman to ever get drafted when Bruce Jenner also got drafted?
That's true.
Let's get a point there.
But like,
That's
is
true.
there like?
He's got a
I'm
point.
wondering the legality of it. Like, if Lucia Harris reports to training camp, like, do they have to pay her money? Like, do they have to pay her
there's
for
just
technically
I'm
being
not
a part
sure.
of the team?
I mean, I think there's like reports
don't
about
even
like
know.
the NBA and how they probably wouldn't have let it go through.
I don't. Yeah,
They
I don't
pay
know
her
how
house.
they could even accept that pick in the first place. There's got to be some sort of rule where a woman can't play in the men's league. I mean,
Yeah, but
Well, it's
to
not
this
the
day,
men's
she's
league;
still
it's
the
the
only
National
one.
Basketball Association.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's
Now,
what they-
because of
now,
these
now we could
protests,
use that argument against the old heads. Be like, yeah, bro, your guys were playing against Scooby Doo and Bruce Jenner.
Lucia
yeah, yeah. I
And a
mean,
wooden chair. And a wooden chair. Don't forget about the chair.
that's just D'Angelo Russell.
It's a fucking. It's James Harden against the Knicks in the postseason.
Yeah. And the question you might have, because this was technically an act of protest, did it work? No, because the NBA didn't actually reduce the number of rounds until 12 years later.
It just keeps getting worse.
It just
they were
keeps getting
threatening to
worse.
draft Scooby-Doo
You
again.
have to imagine, bro. Like in the 8th round of the fucking NBA draft in 1977, they're literally looking at like fucking homeless people. Like they've got to be just pulling anything out.
Yeah.
At that point.
Oh,
Just average
I didn't
people
even
off
mark
the
this
street.
down. I didn't even mark this down, and I definitely should have. The Celtics literally drafted their water boy.
It just keeps getting better.
We could probably this could be a whole episode just looking at this draft and how goofy it was. But we
Wow.
don't want to spend too much time here. Let's go and get on to the next.
I'm really
question.
glad that you brought this up, Hunter.
This is
I'm
my
having a
favorite.
blast.
Yeah,
with
this
it.
is fantastic. I had to talk about it.
This is
It's
my
good
favorite
content.
question we've ever had.
All right. We're going to get into some fantasy questions again. Which NFL athlete has scored the most career PPR fantasy points in a career?
Probably Jerry Rice, right?
No, not Jerry Rice. He ranks 4th.
Oh,
Oh, man.
I feel like I
LT?
know this.
Do you guys want to? I mean, I feel like if I give the position, it would kind of give it away.
No,
but
don't give the position. I feel like I've seen
Yeah,
this
you're right.
before somewhere.
Oh, is it Brady?
It's PPR. So
it's Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's Brady.
Wow.
It is Brady. Yeah.
I'm thinking there.
Yeah,
had to-
6,172.4 PPR.
Wow.
Oof.
So yeah, he
18.4.
yeah,
Dude, why that
18.4
picture? Now I'm
average.
First ever season. My first ever season playing fantasy football.
Oh, dude, looking at me like, holy shit.
Yeah, I kind of want to get through this too because I mean, I picked the picture and it's creeping me out.
He's really
But yeah, he was 700.
bro.
He was 740 points ahead of Drew Brees, and his best season was 2007, where he scored 398 points. So let's go and get on to the next one.
I guess QBs.
This
do
one's
really have a
multiple
lot of
choice.
High ADP or high fucking
Yeah.
projected points when it comes into the draft. So.
EDP.
Yeah.
ADP,
Since
yeah.
2020, who has scored the most PPR fantasy points in a
D.
single game?
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, Jameer Gibbs, Tyreek Hill, or Alvin Kamara?
D.
It's got to
Okay.
be Tyreek Hill that week where he had like
Oh.
40 in
I-
the first quarter.
Jake is right. Jake is right. It's Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I
dude,
completely forgot about
the
that
hat-trick
game.
I was thinking of the fucking the Kamara Christmas game, bro.
See, that was the trick.
I forgot he
That
had
was-
58.
was
Yeah,
that was a
got
good
it.
trick.
Yeah,
Fuck, how many
Jamar-
what did Kamara have in the
like
It
45.
was
or
only
like
he
52,
had
52.
he had 56.1, so he was like
56.
close.
Okay.
He was second on this list, but Tyreek Hill did have the most PPR.
Fuck,
But
dude, that
yeah,
was the
he
game
went
I was
off in
referring
this
to.
game.
This is the game I was referring to earlier when I was fucking giving my Mahomes hate on why we should cut Mahomes.
Yeah,
Time
I mean,
every
I
time
But that
think
was in
most people
2020.
would
We were
have
talking about
thought-
2018.
Yeah, well, I know, but I was just making the point that everything was.
What did
Yeah,
Kamara
I think
score?
most
6
people would
touchdowns?
have.
Yeah, he had 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, 6
in the-
touchdowns. He only had 155 rushing yards though.
Didn't Jamar?
Only.
Jamar is a rookie.
I mean,
Jamar's
only
a
yeah. I
rookie.
mean, I say that.
Wait,
but
didn't Jamar score 60 last season? Am I tripping?
I remember
not
that.
according to
the
like
Ravens
not
and the
according to my
Chiefs, right?
sources.
I'm
Like
sure,
they
like,
said
the
that he was
default
around like
PPR.
55.
I think we're looking at like the default PPR. Like,
Yeah, this is
scoring
default
system.
PPR.
'Cause
Yeah,
you can-
'cause,
you
like,
can adjust
from
the
what I
scoring
saw-
systems on your own as a commissioner. I played in a
Yeah.
league once where like fucking you'd get bonuses for like if the catch was over like 30 yards, 40 yards, 50
That's
yards.
so
it's, like, a
dumb.
Bonus couple
That's
points.
stupid.
Yeah, dude, it was insane.
Just draft
Yeah.
Alec Pierce.
Yeah, good.
True.
Alec Pierce and Jamison Williams
Yeah.
is your wide receiver 1,
Yeah.
wide receiver 2.
Yeah, before we move on to the next question, like the most impressive part about this whole performance is that he scored damn near 40 in the first quarter alone.
Yeah, bro, that I remember that fucking game.
Imagine seeing you're
Ugh.
going against Tyreek Hill, you check and he has 40 and it's the first quarter. You got to feel so defeated.
Yeah,
at that
imagine
point.
you go into the game up 40.
And then imagine like the
No.
next year you lose to this team in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right. Now, we're actually going to do the complete polar opposite of these kinds of performances. Which quarterback holds the honor of having the worst fantasy performance of all time? Nathan Peterman, Ryan Leaf,
Oh.
Jameis Winston, or Peyton Manning?
I almost feel like
I
it's
thought
ass.
I thought it wasn't going to be multiple choice, and I was just going to
Dude,
rip.
just
Nathan
'cause he's
Peterman
here,
first.
Yeah.
Just here, I gotta guess Manning.
I don't-
Jake, you're going with Manning?
Yeah.
I-
Bro, Nathan
I-
Peterman
that's
threw
gotta be
5
a curveball.
interceptions.
That
That's
has to be a
that's
curveball,
negative 10
bro.
points. He threw 5 interceptions in the game. That's
Dude, you
negative
gotta
10
think like
points.
Peyton Manning in his last year was like straight meatball sub central, bro.
Dude, like negative 10 points just
He,
off of
he was about to start. He was
interceptions.
about to start selling sandwiches at Papa John's, dude. That's how bad it was.
Okay,
Dude, I
so
love seeing
Jake,
those
you've got
videos.
Jake,
It's just me, but
you've got Peyton Manning. Ashton's got Nathan Peterman. Cam, who do you want to pick?
Hold on.
Instantly feeling
Because
fear.
Ryan Leaf was pretty terrible as well.
I also
Damn.
I
Yeah,
also
how many-
want to say that Jameis Winston has a game up there. I remember of him like finishing with like negative points or a point. Like in
Oh yeah,
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 how
he
many- how
has
many
for sure.
points-
But I
I
just
think he had like a
points
negative
did that
2-point
player-
game like fucking a year or two ago.
How many points did the said player get?
Blake seems pretty confident in his answer. If you guys want to check the chat, yeah, he's saying
Like,
that we
he's
got to
really
get it
confident in
together.
Ryan Leaf. Dude, I feel like just any of these names here could have something. Jake's got a good argument on Peyton. I think him being on this list alone just makes me want to pick him just because I feel like it's.
But that's
fair
like the
question.
whole point, bro.
Yeah, I
Because,
know,
but like,
bro.
I really don't feel like it's
I
Nathan
just-
All
Peterman
right,
because that's
okay.
where it first went to.
We're not
so
gonna
I
we're not
mean,
gonna spend too much time on this. Everybody pick a letter, and then we will go ahead and move on.
Dude,
Give me that
fuck.
D.
What are you
Okay,
taking,
bro,
Ashton?
you don't gotta do you don't gotta do all that.
I know what Jake is taking. I know what he likes. What are you taking,
dude,
Ashton?
I would really rather.
The conversation between
be-
the most ass on this list is definitely between Ryan Leaf and Nathan Peterman. But like, I feel
I
like
would
this
rather-
it's so possible that Winston could.
No,
know
no,
what?
I'm gonna switch my
This
answer.
is
to Nathan
this is
Peterman,
my
'cause he had
thought
that
process.
5-pick game. There's
That's
no,
what I'm saying,
see,
bro.
like,
It's
that's the
negative
whole
10
argument.
points. But
Yeah, no, it's definitely.
I'm gonna go with Blake here and say Ryan Leaf just because I would rather be wrong with him than him be right. And
I
want to
go with Jameis Winston because I think this could be the most Jameis Winston thing.
I'm
Well,
locking in A.
okay, all right. So Jake, you got Peterman. Ashton, you got Leaf, and then Cam, you said you got Winston.
I don't think it's Winston, but I think this could be the most Jameis Winston thing. So to have a different answer than everyone else, I'm going with Jameis.
All right. Well, one of you guys is right, and it's Ashton. It's Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf had what is Ryan Leaf had like probably the worst performance a quarterback has ever had.
Yeah.
1 of 15, 4 yards, 2 picks, 4 fumbles, 0 QBR. This is
You
like
think-
a genuine stinker of a performance, and
Do you
like
think I should
there is
throw
like
away
a lot
my
of
Ryan Leaf rookie card? You
I
think
mean,
it'll
shit, bro.
increase
I
in
mean,
value?
like-
Dude, it's probably worth something for being the most ass rookie card of all time.
dude. If somebody is dumpster diving and they like pull out the Ryan Leaf rookie card, they're gonna put it right back. But yeah, I mean, there. Yeah. But yeah, he did play. To be fair to him, a little bit, he did play through flu-like symptoms, and there was like really bad weather this game. But he also just really sucked at football.
Yeah, he
so
was
I mean,
pretty
like
terrible.
it was
Ryan
like
Leaf
all those
flu-
factors.
The Ryan Leaf flu game was just not the same as Jordan's. It's just
Yeah. It was the polar opposite of the Jordan flu game. This was like a genuine stinker.
Do you know?
Yeah, also,
you remember
like,
when the Broncos they started a wide receiver at quarterback? I know someone
I
for a
remember
fact
that. I
in my
remember
league.
that.
In my
They had, like-
league,
they
one
had,
year
like,
started him at
3
receiver.
They
I
had
think
like 13 passing yards.
Dude, I used to fucking start Taysom Hill at tight end whenever he was picking up a QB start.
that's such a cheese. That's such a cheese move, bro.
Well, I was.
That's
It was. I was in a.
dishonorable.
I was in such a deep ass league that I actually had him on my team already, and he was
That's
getting a lot
not
of flex
honorable,
play.
bro.
Dude,
It's
he was
not
already.
honorable.
He was already on the team. It wasn't a waiver
Right.
wire pickup. I think it was 2020. I was in like an 18-man fantasy league with a bunch of friends that I went to high school with, and we were deep as fuck, bro.
Now we know your character, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to move on to the next question. All right, last question of the day. This one's basketball. Which player holds the record for most attempted free throws in a game?
Bro, it's got to be shit.
Bam.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah,
wait.
Cam got it.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
Bam.
Bam. Didn't he have 41? and
Bam
he had
Adebayo.
43, made 41.
43.
Dude, I forgot Bam scored
Yeah.
83. Oh my
Dude,
god.
this is just last year, man. This is a couple months ago.
Yeah,
Happy
Bam.
birthday to Bam.
43 free throws in his historic 83-point game. He made 36 of them for an 83% free throw percentage. And
Bro, that's-
yeah, I mean, August 3rd was yesterday, 8-3. So I just wanted to put this on there to say happy
No.
belated Bam Adebayo Day to those who celebrate.
Bam Day is
Um,
8-2 out of respect for Bam.
Yeah. We're 2 days past.
That is, yeah. You know what?
Out of
Yeah,
respect,
Bam
guys.
is the only person that gets to celebrate yesterday. All of us have to celebrate on the 2nd.
What about Asia Wilson? Does she get to celebrate?
Oh yeah, she can celebrate, obviously,
They're so happy
cool.
together. They're gonna have some like
Uh,
fake athlete children.
100%. That was some great trivia, gentlemen.
That really was.
That was
Good
that
work.
was
Good
a
work,
lot of
Hunter.
fun.
That was.
I think
yeah.
I like that setup better.
The competition. Like
I think I like that
good.
too.
The multiple choice was
Yeah.
really fun. I like us all picking different.
What we need to do is all get like whiteboards. We need to get like whiteboards.
Oh yeah, and then we
Ooh,
go like
yeah.
that.
Well,
That
we're
would be
about to be in
sick.
an actual
Yeah, 'cause
studio,
I'm gonna
so
be
maybe
honest.
that could be how we set it up. That'd be
I
pretty cool.
I don't even know who. Chat, do we know who actually won that? I wasn't keeping track.
I don't know if anyone was. Let's say Blake.
I
Was
think
the
I got
winner.
I think I got 3
I say-
right.
Let's say Milton
Yeah,
won. For all the
Blake. I mean,
donations.
you guys were overthinking the Ryan Leaf one, but I mean, to be fair, it actually is like a hard question.
I
because
really
you think of, like,
was,
Nathan Peterman.
dude.
Yeah,
I
why-
mean,
why
you
was
see
Peyton
James
Do you
Manning
know how many
Winston-
Nathan Peterman scored?
Oh, do you remember when Peyton Manning broke the passing yards in a career record?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
think
same game he went 5 of 20 with like 4 picks.
Oh shit.
Shit happens.
Yeah, he got benched. Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
Ryan, I think Ryan Leaf was like the only. I don't even know if he actually got benched that game. I'd have to look into it, but I mean, I'd hope he got.
If you see Jameis Winston named in a multiple choice question on who has the worst stats for something,
Yeah, no,
just think
I don't
it's
know what his
possible.
lowest is.
His
I just put him on
range-
there because I'm like, somebody's got to
It's
think it's
definitely
him.
in the negative points. I've seen him have games at negatives, multiple, more than one. I think one of them was just getting a couple snaps, but like at the end of the game from an injury. But I mean, dude, like if there's a list, you got to pick the guy with the most range, the 30-30 king.
I mean, bro, Peterman was pretty close, honestly.
Well, is it negative 9?
If you're going by what is it? It's 1 point per 25 yards, right?
I
Yeah,
believe so,
I think so.
That's the way it works most of the time.
I think every
Yeah,
yard
so
is
he
pointed
had like -7 point something in that
Yeah,
game.
bro.
He had 66 yards.
2 cheeks
And
of
then-
the same ass. My God.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Ryan
been
Leaf
a
didn't have
while.
that luxury. He only had 4 yards, so he was like 21 yards off.
Dude, I mean,
I'm surprised that he even managed to complete a pass at that point.
he completed more passes than Aaron Rodgers did in his debut for the Jets, so I got to give him that.
True.
But he also at the same time completed
Right.
more passes to the other team.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers had 10 more fantasy points.
Yeah,
Oh
actually.
yeah, but just to show, like, also like just as kind of like a double whammy for how bad that performance was. So yeah, he had 4 fumbles, and the Chargers lost 3 of those.
Fuck.
Yeah, so 5 turnovers that game too.
Does Jameis Winston hold the record, or not Jameis Winston? Jalen Hurts hold the record for most fantasy points
in
lost on a
single
play?
I was about to say how many points did Jalen Hurts lose on that play where he threw a pick and
I
then
think it was
fumbled.
Probably.
-4.
I think we'll have to. I think
-4.
I'll have to
It
like
had
look
to-
that up.
Yeah, that's something I want to know, bro. That has to be something. A pick.
Yeah,
and a
I'll have to.
fumble on
I'll
the
have to
same
look into
play.
that.
I
Is
was
that
just-
worse than the
Let me
Mark
see.
Sanchez butt fumble?
I think that is like that. That has to be one of the
No,
worst
like
plays in
the
general,
butt
bro.
fumble
That's so
completely
embarrassing.
ruined any credibility that Mark Sanchez had.
Yeah.
I think Mark Sanchez really ruined all of
They
his
lost that game
credibility
like
when he
31 to
beat up
3
that
too. I
truck
remember
driver.
watching it.
What'd
you say,
dude,
Kim?
We'll pass over what I said. You can
Mark
gloss,
Sanchez has a little bit of
gloss over
Tony
that.
bro.
Yeah, the most fantasy points lost on a standard play. It doesn't say.
I'm sure that one's
Okay,
probably
yeah.
really
So
hard
it
to
does.
find.
It does say Jalen Hurts was like a recipient of this, but the most fantasy points lost on a single play is -4, which happens when a quarterback throws an interception and fumbles the ball away on the exact same turnover play. A notable recent example of this rare double penalty sequence occurred with Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts against the Los Angeles Chargers.
I love that, man. I love that. That was just such
Alright,
a
I think
fucking
we-
funny ass game, bro.
100%.
We got some
So
news
I think we got some news to go over real quick.
already. Broken news. Let's go ahead and get on into that. I don't even have my fucking screen pulled up for that. Let me just pull it up on my
Get it
phone.
together.
This should be quick, dude.
Come on, Cam.
I've been turbo maxing today. My bad, boys. Yeah, that's right. Football is back, boys. 2 days from now, we get to finally grace our eyes with the best sport known to man. This Thursday, the Hall of Fame game kicks off. between the Cardinals, led by Carson Beck, and the Carolina Panthers and Kenny Pickett. That'll be really exciting to see. I mean, obviously, nobody really cares about the outcome of the Hall of Fame game. It's awesome to get to see all the greats come out and be celebrated, and then get to watch a little bit of football. But it's going to be straight third stringers out there. We're not going to see really anyone that we're going to want to get eyes on for the season. But it'll be cool to see what the depth pieces have to bring out there. Really excited to get some football back this Thursday. I believe we should see the first Cowboys preseason next weekend kickoff. So it's back. It's back. We only got a couple more weeks before the regular season begins. I think September 6th is the first Thursday night game of the season. It's the 6th or the 9th. 6-9, nice. But yeah, that's super exciting. We got football back. Ashton, I'm gonna go ahead and kick it over to you.
So Bijan signs a 3-year extension worth up to $75 million with $51 million guaranteed. He is now the highest paid running back in NFL history, and obviously very well deserved for Bijan. You can't help but wonder if A-Chain is the reason for this. What else did who else was holding out or didn't practice? There was another one.
Gibbs
Was it
was holding out.
It was Gibbs. Yeah, Gibbs.
Honestly, I think that the Lions might actually sign Gibbs to a bigger contract than.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, they're gonna this is gonna give Gibbs more leverage.
Give it like 2 days, and Gibbs will sign a $75.1 million deal.
$51.2 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
I think an actual number I think I'm gonna put on Gibbs. I think Gibbs is getting 77. Man, dude, I bet fucking.
I think he
Austin
could get
Eckler,
80, honestly.
But I think it's possible. I mean, Austin Eckler's probably just sitting there right now fuming over this because he was just never paid the big money, and he was the one who complained the most about the running back market having never had any growth, even though every other position did.
Well, I mean, he got hurt. Like he ended up getting hurt. It ended up being a smart move by the Chargers.
It's not hard.
It's not like he's got to pay for hair products or anything.
Exactly.
I know he's
exactly. Well, I mean, you got to remember, Jake, we were never taught financial literacy.
Does he use shampoo or body wash to wash his head?
I think it would be body wash. Safer for the skin.
That's a good question.
And you spend less money. Think about it. You're saving money by just using body wash on it.
Exactly. It's cheaper than shampoo. Yeah. And you don't need
also you just don't have to buy shampoo. That's what I was getting at. Just take a good old bar of soap to the top of the head.
Genius.
So somehow we started talking about bald people when we were talking about Bijan's contract, and he's got a lot of hair.
He might be bald soon. Look at him, bro. Look at that.
He's only bald some places.
Yeah, dude. You seen that new dude? Jake, what do you want to talk about? You got something here?
Yeah, so Zay Flowers, the Ravens star wide receiver today, signed a 4-year extension worth up to $140 million with $108 million guaranteed, which, by the way, is the most guaranteed money ever given to a wide receiver. Now, personally, I actually like this deal for the Ravens. I think Zay Flowers is, in fact, a star receiver just based on last year, ranked top 10 and just about every efficiency metric you look for in a wide receiver. And obviously, being attached to Lamar Jackson helps. But his play style is really good. He could be vertical. He could be intermediate. He wins at all 3 levels on the field. My opinion, he's a top 15 receiver in the league for sure. I don't know if he's quite top 10, but this money feels fair to a player who didn't really set the market. And obviously, guys are going to come up and get paid more than him. I think Puka Nacua is definitely going to get paid, a lot more than what Zay Flowers got paid. And then there's, other young up-and-coming wide receivers who are going to surpass him in value. So I think the Ravens getting this deal now, it may not look good right now as far as just, who he's being compared to money-wise, but give it a couple years down the line, we'll think this is fair value.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have
to I agree with you.
I think we're going to have to pay George Pickens a whole lot more.
I think we're probably just gonna have to get rid of him, honestly.
At this point,
which kind of sucks. But
at this point, it's going to come down to it. I think
once you look at the money breakdown too, it's like after Justin Jefferson's getting paid the same amount, he's underpaid. CeeDee Lamb is getting paid $1 million less, and then after that, it's like DK Metcalf is getting $33 million a year, and Zay Flowers is better than DK Metcalf. So I don't think it's that as outlandish as I previously thought it was whenever I first saw the news.
The Bengals made it work, but they were able to pay T significantly less. What did he get? 110 total.
Yeah, he's getting 28.75 a year.
Yeah, that's just.
And then
it's
you're paying Terry McLaurin $32 million a year as well, and he's nowhere near Zay Flowers.
Yeah, if we're gonna pay.
Hey, no, I mean, like,
I'm pretty sure he's young.
yeah, I mean,
like,
you're
Yeah.
lucky Turbo's not here. He would fight you on that, man.
Yeah. Gosh. I think one of the only players that like probably could get a little bit more is Amon-Ra, who's just below him at 30 million.
Yeah, but like think about it, like
Yes,
Amon-Ra
yes.
when he signed his deal was like the highest paid wide receiver ever. So it was just like bro, like everybody each offseason is gonna get paid regardless.
Right.
Like if Zay Flowers was paid the same time Amon-Ra was paid, like he'd probably be making like 25 million, you know?
Yeah. If you think about it like that, then it's not a bad deal at all. Like it's nothing crazy.
But also
It's just like whenever
you
you see that number and you're like highest paid receiver in some sort of metric, obviously you don't think of Zay Flowers immediately off the top of your head as being like the highest amount of guaranteed money ever. But if I'm the Ravens, I'd rather be early than late on that. Like you were saying.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's just every single year we're going to see the same thing. The market goes up, and so does the total salary cap at the end of the day. We're going to get another, we got what did I say was 22 million going through this offseason. We're going to get like almost a $30 million bump next year. I don't think that's going to be enough to cut it to keep this drastic raise. Because, I mean, what was it, just 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, we signed CD to his extension? And those numbers back then were like crazy to pay a receiver that much. Nobody thought that they were going to top Justin Jefferson, and now there's like 4 or 5 receivers above him. I mean, every year it's just going to get crazy.
Is Zay Flowers this year though in the third round of fantasy drafts?
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
League
man.
winner.
Cash.
You got to get on that.
I don't know.
Yeah, because Kyle Pitts was already taken at the 101.
Yeah, exactly. I still saw some consistency concerns last season. There were still just their games where he just disappeared in.
Yeah, but he's also dropping like 30 bombs too.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't count on that every other week. If he's going to be your only, I mean, in the third round, sure, because at that point you're looking at either your second receiver. If he's your wide receiver 1, that's putting you in a more tough position. I love him as a wide receiver 2 in fantasy, though, all the way.
Speaking of wide receiver 3s, Debo is back on the 49ers.
Let's go, Biscuit Boy Debo Samuel.
Biscuit Boy, one Popeye's biscuit away from being a tight end. Debo Samuel, he's back on the 49ers. But also for the 49ers, Ricky Pearsall is out for the season. So for Debo, last year he had 802 all scrimmage yards. He had 6 touchdowns. He played in 16 games, starting 12 of those. He's back on the team that he was able to accumulate all those yards after catch on. And he got a little bit tubby in the process, but that's neither here nor there. I can't judge him. I'm a fat ass as well. But yeah, I mean, going to be interesting to see him back on the 49ers. Obviously, I don't think we're going to see him like when he was at his best on the 49ers, but I mean, like, he could still have a role within that offense. But unfortunately for Ricky, the electrical substation got to him, and he will be missing the entire season after undergoing PCL surgery. Really unfortunate for Ricky. He's been in the league, like, he's missed at least 6 games every year he's been in the league. He missed 6 games his rookie year. He missed 8 games the year after that. Now he's going to be missing the entire year this season. So just very unfortunate for him. 49ers definitely have a case for the worst injury bug in all of football. If you're a 49er fan, fuck you, honestly. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
What's their wide receiver room is now Mike Evans, Debo Samuel, Christian Kirk as the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they took Stribley.
I think 2 of those 3 are currently sitting with injury designations. Evans.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, Evans.
Yeah, hey, you know what they say about Mike Evans? He lights my fire.
That's just the way it is.
I think he's got to fire.
That's just the way
That's
it
just the way
is.
it is.
Just the way it is, bro. That might be the most washed team in the league.
Yeah. And,
Senior citizen in
yes,
the house.
all
No?
of the rest of their stars coming back that are returning this season are returning from season-ending injuries.
Whoever the
last year,
49ers trainer was, when he saw Mike Evans sign there, he was probably, ecstatic.
Oh, I saw something that said the trainer like did refuse to do work on Pearsall's knee, and then he got the injury like in the
I saw that
beginning of
too.
the off season. Yeah,
Damn, that's pretty messed up.
yeah, and then he ended up getting a knee injury.
That's
That
just
feels
the
I
way
forgot
it
they
is.
got Osa from us. I forgot about that.
They acquired Osa through trade. What did we get in that again?
I think a third rounder
Yeah,
that turned into Jay Sean Barham.
I like that. I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally okay with it. Well, I guess we're gonna keep this rolling. We got a couple more things for news here. So the Baker Mayfield contract negotiation is making no ground. He admitted to feeling disrespected and undervalued during his discussion with the Bucks. In 2025, he finished with a stat line of 3,693 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. He's played every season of his NFL career with a different OC, which is very challenging for quarterbacks. I mean, especially being in a position where you are the leader of the offense. It's pretty hard when the guy that's supposed to tell you what to do changes every single season. You're going to have to learn a new system. I mean, he's performed well having gone into a new system every season. Last seasons, they started off so well. I know that they went through a bunch of injuries and suffered. Middle of the stretch, they started losing a lot of their stars and became a rocky field. But I mean, I think he partnered really well with rookie Emeka Egbuka last year, and I think that they're going to build on that going into this year. They missed the playoffs this past season, starting 6-1. But they did make the playoffs in 23 and 24. So
Forgot they started 6-1, bro.
They did, yeah.
Didn't they lose 5 straight after that?
Mm-hmm. They had a great beginning of the season, dude. They started off so well.
He was on MVP watch.
Yeah,
he was on MVP watch.
At the time, it was Dak and Baker in the conversation for MVP, and they were like standalones almost, which was just crazy to see how that Bucks team just fell apart. I mean, they just hit a wall right in the middle of the season, and weren't able really to recover. It became a 3-way tie in the division going into the final.
Dude, low key, like the Saints might win this division.
It's so crazy,
dude. The NFC South is the funniest division in all of football because every team in there sucks and they all think they're the best team.
Yeah, has that ever happened in history before, where a team starts off 6-1 and still ends up in a 3-way tie for the division title in the final week of the season? And it literally is. It's basically won in a no contest because they still all ended with like the same record.
Yeah. What was it, like 8 and 9?
I think they were. Yeah, I think they were all like
the Panthers. The Panthers were 8 and 9. Yeah.
The Panthers.
That's crazy, bro. If they would have just won 3 more games after starting 6-1, they would have made the playoffs. That's pretty
crazy.
Nuts.
That is it's genuinely wild.
That's an NFC South thing to happen.
Exactly. It's just wild to watch the ups and downs of that division, dude. They just love fucking handing it around.
All right, Jake. I heard Jake trying to say something. Would you?
Oh yeah, they should 100% not pay Baker Mayfield. That's the stance I'm on.
I mean, I would give him a mid-range QB contract.
He rejected it.
He rejected 2 years, $100 million.
Like, QB. All right, well, he just came off of what, a 3-year, 130.
I would re-roll and just let him walk or trade him for something now. But like, I'm re-rolling, just starting a rebuild. Like, bro, Baker Mayfield leading you to a Super Bowl. Like, you can give the Bucks GM a lie detector test. He would say, "Yeah, I believe it's going to happen." He'd be lying. It would come back that he's lying.
Do you think he deserves to be the 13th highest paid quarterback?
No, nuh-uh.
Just above Deshaun Watson.
I'd say that's probably a good place.
The worst contract.
What if the Bucks decide to just trade him back to Cleveland?
That would be good for Cleveland.
He probably would
be good for Cleveland. I don't think well, maybe now that Stefanski's gone, maybe he's more open to it. But Baker's voiced how badly he wants to play against Stefanski twice a year. Like, he wants that.
That's pretty interesting. I feel like that would.
Yeah, but even then, like a motivated Baker Mayfield, like, Like,
Potentially, could we see Baker Mayfield starting for the Steelers next season?
A motivated
That would be
Baker
pretty.
Mayfield?
That would be pretty interesting.
That would be
Mayfield in a
really
Steelers
interesting.
jersey.
I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of things that Ashton's really gonna hate. Apparently, Drew Aller's been tearing it apart.
I don't care how much he's been tearing it apart. He sucks. Like, he's terrible. Like, Drew Aller is not a good quarterback at all.
I knew that was coming. It would be cool to see Baker in the Steelers. I think if it fell that way, the Steelers would be in a pretty decent situation. They've got a good offense.
But they have Mike McCarthy as a head coach, so
That's also true. They're gonna get.
he's just continuing. He's continuing the 10-7 legacy.
Yeah, your ceiling's a good 12 games, and then you lose in the first round of the
Baker's gonna go to the Jets to team up with his old high school teammate Garrett Wilson. Man, it's just so obvious. And then the Jets,
dude. The Jets are good. Geno Smith is there.
Literally, we have Geno, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit, does anybody else have any more NFL football news to throw in?
That's all I've got.
Well, I guess I got a little bit on the, just a light glaze of the NBA real quick, because not too much to talk about. Obviously, the King has landed. The King has landed. The King has landed, and he is in Philly now, so we could just move over that. It's time for the rest of the players in the league to start getting their attention. Free agency's been moving. A recently dealt piece is in trade talks again. Just a couple weeks later, the Celtics are currently looking at building a deal together right now for Steph Curry. And I think it's pretty interesting. Right now, the centerpiece, the Warriors answered this call, by the way. Brad Stevens made a phone call. The Warriors answered. This is a real negotiation. I don't know if it's been declined, but it's looking like the centerpiece of this deal is Paul George. And I just think it's crazy that the amount of stars,
Who do these GMs think Paul George is?
The amount of stars that Paul George, he's just fucking acquiring the best players in the league like they're Infinity Stones. Like he's the Thanos of the NBA, bro. Like he's just getting everything.
I think it's like, don't trade for Paul George. It never works out for the person receiving Paul George.
Dude,
this time it's going to be different.
The Warriors would be, dude.
Like speaking as a Mavericks fan, the Paul George Clippers trade is the worst trade in NBA history because the Clippers traded away the best player in the trade and didn't even realize it. And they gave up 8 first-round picks and Shea and only got Paul George.
Dang, what's the all-time traded for Paul George team look like though? That's what I want to know.
I think we're looking at
SGA, dude, yeah, that might be some research for next week.
We'd have to look at what all the picks land as, but as far as the players, I think we got SGA, J-Dub,
Jaylen Brown.
I guess you have to count LeBron with Jaylen Brown because LeBron said
Oladipo.
Nah, I wouldn't count.
DeMontis
I mean, well, technically LeBron is traded by association, but like
I wouldn't really count. Players traded for Paul George might go 82-0.
I think trading for Paul George.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
And I think you sweep the whole postseason almost. I mean, I don't think you can lose a game there, dude. Like it's just that's so crazy. That is just so crazy, bro. Paul George is just.
But I mean, I like how we just got completely sidetracked by Paul George.
And that's the whole fucking.
That's
the whole fucking pitch.
Bro. Like I don't know what else that is the pitch. There's like 2 first-round picks other than that are involved in this trade. I don't remember what else the whole package is, but I just see all I can remember right off the top of my head: Steph for Paul George, 2 first-round picks, and I think a pick swap. Like that's just. So
I mean, if the Celtics get Steph Curry, which I mean, I don't know how likely it is. It's like a rumor that's being happened, like that the Celtics are trying to get him. Then, in a sense, it could kind of make the Jaylen Brown trade make more sense if they knew that this trade could potentially happen.
At that point, I think.
But still,
yeah, but that's just like a hope that it would happen.
That's like a hope thing, you know.
Hypothetical.
Yeah, like they wouldn't have made that trade unless they knew for a fact that this would go through. So that doesn't seem likely. I don't know how. I don't see this trade going through. I think that it's more likely that Curry will finish out his career as a Warrior.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it's definitely something that is on the table. So.
I mean, I think Curry's got a lot of ball left in him too. I mean, sure he lost a lot of time last season to an injury, but We're watching LeBron play great basketball through 42 right now. You never know what can happen anymore in this league.
Yeah, but Curry won't sell his soul or anything, so I think we're good.
He just doesn't like affordable housing.
Yeah. Well, we got a little group news here. Hunter, take lead on this. Why don't you?
Yeah, so I don't know how many of our viewers are baseball fans, but if you are, make sure you enjoy it as much as you can this season because most likely there's going to be a lockout next season because of like the Dodgers and their shenanigans. Tarek Skubal just got added to the Dodgers lineup, and there's already been a lot of discourse about the Dodgers. They just seemingly do not give a shit about the luxury tax. They're just willing to add any player to the team to make the team better. Basically, build. This is like the best example of a super team I could think of, where they're literally just signing away the best or signing the best players from like both America and Japan, bringing them to the Dodgers, winning World Series. They won the last two, and there's a good chance that they might win their third in a row. They have the best player in baseball. They're spending all this money. All the while, there's like all these small market teams that aren't really willing to spend money on their baseball team. And that's going to be a large discourse for like a lot of the MLB. So there's a good chance we're going to see a lockout next season. And two things are going to need to happen. They're going to need to introduce a salary cap because right now there isn't one in baseball. That's why the Dodgers have been able to acquire this. Like I mentioned, like there is like a penalty if you spend a certain amount of money. I don't know this amount, but you have to pay a luxury tax. But the Dodgers have enough money to where they just don't care. They'll pay the luxury tax. And they also do like a bunch of deferred payments too, which is like something that baseball is really known for. So they need to introduce a salary cap. But, and this is a point that a lot of people and a lot of baseball players are going to fight for, they want a salary floor. So there's a certain amount of money that the teams are required to spend on their players. Because you see like a lot of teams like, I mean, that just like from smaller markets, like the teams suck. The owners aren't willing to spend money on the team to get better. Maybe they don't like. It's basically like it's like Moneyball, but if they just didn't give a shit about the players. like like what the Dodgers are doing is the complete opposite, where they're like, screw it, just send money at the guys. So
How am I
like the play.
Why would I not be rooting for the Dodgers when their owner goes out and actually tries to win while these other guys are like, nah, I don't really care.
Exactly, and like that's a big point because that's why they want a salary floor because the Dodgers are so willing to spend money and other teams aren't.
Yeah, just
I'm actually like enjoying the memes about it.
Baseball, if you look at it, is that
There's
ridiculous?
two sides to every story.
There's two sides to it.
Common Chicago Glazer Lacey would like us to know that the Cubs beat the Dodgers in whack-ass scooball today, by the way. That is a direct quote.
That is true. That is true. Shout out to the Cubs.
Shout out Lacey 9000.
Yeah,
honestly, shout out Lacey and that sledgehammer.
After hearing
weirdly enough, I feel like if the Dodgers actually don't end up winning the World Series, there probably won't be a lockout. Or like maybe like the odds of a lockout might lower, but I'm pretty confident there probably will be one. Just because if they win 3 in a row and they're spending all this money on their team, there's definitely going to be a lot of discourse, and there's already been discourse about this.
Hey, why don't you tell the other owners to grow a pair and go spend some money? Yeah. You know,
they don't listen to me, man.
I mean, it's like the most logical thing. They're like, oh, I want to get
nice.
I wonder why they get all these good players, man. What are they doing?
This guy Ash2210 says, "Could Luke Kuechly sniff out the Trojan horse?"
100%. He absolutely could.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but I do really like the idea of a salary floor, though. I think that's something that every professional league should look into. I think that would help out a lot with the tanking scandal in the NBA as well. Because I mean, if you're forced to pay for good players, and if they, and add in another rule to tag along with that they're forced to, if you're paying a player over a certain amount, they're required to play a certain number of games, barring injury or whatnot.
Do you think that would force some owners out of the league? You know, they don't
Could
just don't
be.
want to
I
pay
mean,
the money.
The Blazers owner that refuses to spend any money at all, that's paying like every single worker for him like minimum wage and cutting every single like they're like cutting like stuff for the concession stand just to save money, bro.
I don't know how true it was, but like I heard that apparently he wanted to lose in the playoffs because he would have to. I mean, I think it's just a
I
joke
saw
somebody
that.
said online.
No, I saw that from
Like
a
he didn't
trusted
want to win in
source,
the
bro.
playoffs because they would have to like pay extra like flight
saw-
money.
I saw that from a trusted
Oh my
source,
gosh,
bro. He was
bro.
complaining. Yeah, he was complaining
You're
about paying
crazy.
for the flights. He was complaining about, I think, like taxes from playing away games too. and
Oh,
shit. Like, they're
man.
already-
Dude,
Like,
to be fair, like
Forget.
we
Oh,
all
sorry.
know that like 100 million isn't a lot of money. So like that must
Yeah.
mean that like $1 billion probably isn't a lot
That's
of
probably
money
not
either.
that much either. Yeah, you know, and obviously, even those big financial guys that own those super expensive sports teams, I mean, they might have taught themselves some form of financial literacy, but we as people, we are not taught financial literacy in our lives. So we don't know what to do when we have that massive amount of money. I wouldn't want to lose it either. You know, I really
I
wouldn't.
mean, I'm trying to think like I mean, I'm thinking about cheap owners for some reason, but I remember the Buccaneers' very first owner, and a big part of the reason why they were so bad to start off is because their owner was a complete cheapskate.
I think we just talked about this
Like
like a week ago, too.
one thing that he did, like there were actually people that worked for the Bucks organization that qualified for welfare.
Wow.
Oh wow.
It's just
Yeah, and like he
sad,
didn't want to
bro.
pay for projector screens, so to get around it, he just painted everything white.
No wonder the Lakers.
He's a genius.
Yeah, and
I don't
then
know
like
why
I think when he
these
died,
owners
they
don't
found
just
out he
do
had like
like
a bunch of money that he just didn't spend.
Yeah, dude. Imagine
I don't know why they don't just do
Sorry, go
like
ahead,
the
Ashton.
Jerry Jones method where they like make a bottle of water like $11
Yeah,
to
dude.
make up for that.
I haven't been to a Cowboys game in a while, but this wasn't even a Cowboys game. It was just at Jerry World. I went to Posty Fest in like, I think 2019. It was even that long ago. And I bought, the guy that I was with, one of my friends, I bought him a beer. Both of our beers, 2 Miller Lights was like $35, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Two
that's just-
It's
Miller
even like
Lights?
that at
two
the
Miller
Star, bro.
Lights for $35, dude.
It's like that at the Star whenever you go to the high school games there, bro. You're paying like $8 for a Dasani
Dude,
water bottle. And it's like,
this
bro, I'm
is-
just here to watch the upperclassmen play.
This is pre-COVID, bro. It's pre-COVID, and we're still paying those prices. Incredible.
That kind of went on a long
Alright, but-
tangent.
That
We
did.
kind
Yeah,
of
it kinda went on a long
sidetracked.
tangent, but yeah.
Man,
Baseball's a dying sport.
That all came from
There's
the
probably going to be a
Dodgers.
lockout. Fuck the Dodgers, and fuck everyone else
Yeah.
who's an owner in baseball that doesn't want to spend money on their team.
Yeah, spend your money.
All right,
man.
yeah, spend your money. You have a baseball team. Why not try and
Yeah.
win?
You got fans that pay their money to you to come out and watch it, man.
Yeah.
Your income is based off of the people that you're fucking over.
Do it for the people that show up to like a 1 p.m. game on like a Wednesday. You know, do it for them.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right.
Well-
Do we have any questions in chat?
Yeah, we want to get a little stadium pulse going. I don't really see anything new coming in, but just another shout out to Milton for all of the gifts from earlier. We
Thank
love
you, Milton. We really appreciate it.
Go,
We love
Milton.
W. Milton.
We love Milton. We love everybody that's watching this show every week, and everyone that's not watching this show every week. We love
This
you
one's for
all.
you, Milton.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Milton got the LeBron. Whew, the LeBron sound. It just gives me chills every time I hear it because I start thinking about the king. We're just not worthy of his presence, man. We really aren't. But yeah, guys, great stuff today. Thank y'all for all being here. Obviously, we love having y'all watching us every Tuesday. Keep it up. Next week we got episode 18. We'll probably have Turbo back. And extra greasy next week. I think he said he was gonna do a mukbang on the show. He said he was gonna eat a whole bunch of grease for us. So.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Hey man, this is Turbo we're talking about. All we have to do is I'll send the Uber Eats to his place, bro. But we'll
Just eating the whole time.
This is an idea, man. We'll see you guys next week, though. Thank you guys. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your friends, tell a stranger. Blitz and Bricks every Tuesday. More things coming from Win Margin Media in the next month or so. Win Margin Athletics will be kicking off soon, and we'll be getting some cool docu-series on young and up-and-coming athletes. So we're going to keep pumping out this content for y'all as long as y'all keep watching us. Thank you, guys. Anybody else got anything they want to say before we get out of here?
Thanks, guys.
Again, thank you for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. We love all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all. See y'all next week.
Mm-hmm.
See y'all next Tuesday.
All right, folks. We'll see y'all later.